This is Euclid Book 5, proposition number 12. And in this one it says, if any number of magnitudes be proportional, as one of the antecedents is to one of the consequents, so will all the antecedents be to all the consequents. Now then, let's get to this. First of all, do you remember what an antecedent and a consequent is? If you don't, take a look at this fraction right up here. You have a 1 to 2 ratio. 1 is the antecedent, 2 is the consequent. Okay? Now, we have A, which is a 1/4 inch line, B is a 1/2 inch line, C is a 1/2 inch line, D is a 1 inch line, E is a 1 inch line, and F is a 2 inch line. Okay? And all these lines down here, G, L, H, M, K, and N, well, G is twice A, L is twice B, H is twice C, M is twice D, K is twice E, and N is twice F. And what I mean by that is that all these 6 lines down here are twice the size of these lines up here. But it doesn't matter, because in the end we're going to prove that the same proportion between this one and this one and this one and this one is the same between this one and 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 this one. Whew. That's a lot. Okay. Now, Euclid starts up the proof and says, for A, C, and E, A, C, and E, let equal multiples G, H, and K be taken. G, H, and K. Well, as I just said before, G is twice A, H is twice C, and K is twice E. Okay? And we're going to do the same thing with B, D, and F. Well, here's B, D, and F here. And we're going to draw lines L, M, and N. L, M, and N. And this line is twice this line is twice this, and this line is twice that. So we've still got the same equal multiples. Alright. Since A is to B, so is C is to D. C is to D. And E is to F. Just like that. And now we can say, if G is less than L, which it is, H will also be less than M. And K will be less than N. Okay? And then we can go on to say that since G is less than L, then G, H, and K here, alright, are going to be less than L, M, and N respectively. In other words, G is less than L, H is less than M, and K is less than N. Now G here and G, H, and K here are equal multiples of A, and A, C, and E. Okay? And since if any number of magnitudes whatever are respectively equal multiples of any magnitudes equal in multitude, whatever multiple one of the magnitudes is of 1, then that multiple will also be of all. This is by Euclid Book 5, proposition number 1. So, in other words, since G is twice A, then H will also be twice C, and K will also be twice E. Okay? And we can use the same reasoning for L. If L is twice a B, then L is going to be twice a B, M is going to be twice a D, and N is going to be twice a F. The way it works. Therefore, as A is to B, so are A, C, and E to B, D, and F. These two proportions, this is the same proportion here as it is here, as it is here. And that's what he's trying to say. And he goes in a long-winded explanation doing it, but that's exactly what he's trying to say. He's just making sure you understand that if this is a 1 to 2 ratio, this is also going to be 1 to 2, this is also going to be 1 to 2, this is going to be 1 to 2, this is going to be 1 to 2, and this is going to be 1 to 2. Even if you double all these lines, if you double the size of all these lines, they're going to stay in the same proportion. It's still going to be a 1 to 2 proportion no matter how big you make these lines. And that's what he's trying to say. Alright, I will tell you more in a future video. Stay tuned.